Good evening, everyone. I've been getting a lot of DM from people, you know, wanting to hear my view about the recent Supreme Court judgment that they delivered with respect to the ADC leadership crisis. My opinion remained the same. Yeah, I'm not changing my opinion. The opinion I wrote on my Facebook and on my X remains the same. That Supreme Court ruling is a Greek gift. It's a sort of Greek gift. It's a temporary relief. It hasn't settled the dispute. What the ruling just did was to set aside the order for the party to maintain status quo at Bellum. You understand? That was just what the ruling of the Supreme Court did. That is just that. It has not settled the leadership problem. What it did is that it made Senator David Mack a temporary leader of the party, pending the determination of the substantive suit. You can recall that when the Supreme Court made that decision, they did what we call remission. They remitted the matter back, or rather the matter was remitted back to the court of first instance, which is the Federal High Court, to determine the substantive suit. So it has not, possibly, I don't know, the matter is still sub judice, but you know that litigation is like a chess. It's like a chess game, you understand? Probably if the trial court or the court of first instance rules in favor of the other faction that is of nephew, that is opposing Senator David Mack, it will now be tantamount to, David Mack leaving the leadership of the ADC. And you see that David Mack will not, accept such judgment. He will need to further appeal to the Court of Appeal. So another matter may also get to the Supreme Court. So, in fact, litigation just started. This has not really settled the crisis. It was just a Greek gift. You understand? Yes, if you are familiar with the Greek mythology of the Trojan War, you understand what the Greek horse did. You understand? So, why I say it's a Greek gift is that there are some situations that present itself to be favorable, but on a closer note, it creates more troubles. Yes, the ruling yesterday, in as much as it gave some sort of temporary relief, it has not actually addressed the substantive issue, which is who should be the incumbent leader of the ADC. So that is just that. That is why I say it is a Greek gift for now, pending the determination of the substantive suit, which I know, of course, may still, bring the party crisis, the dispute, may take the dispute back to the Supreme Court. Not that I'm preempting anything, but the situation we are in this country, where I think places like United States, all these internal crises that leads people to go to court and be getting different orders, does not operate in United States and other advanced countries. You see how Harris lost to Donald Trump and there was no litigation. But, just be waiting. After 2027 election, there will be a lot of litigation. In fact, Nigeria will turn to litigation galore. So that is just what I want to say. The ruling is just a Greek gift. As I said in my tweet on my Facebook page respectively, this is an opportunity for the party to internally settle their differences and discontinue every litigation. In fact, even the Federal High Court Act under Section 17 allows for reconciliation. So this is high time they reconcile their differences. Election is coming up soon. We are now in May. Election is coming up very soon. This year will come to an end, and 2027 is the election year. So it is a bad timing to be having a political crisis, internal political crisis, instead of putting your house in order. So I think the ADC should use this opportunity to settle their differences out of court. But if it is not settled out of court, there are a floodgate of litigation, ADC litigation that is upcoming. It does not bring about a permanent relief to the matter. It just gave a temporary relief, given that for now, Senator David Mack is the incumbent leader of ADC, pending what the trial court, the Federal High Court will do. Thank you.